came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but we'll never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hit the win. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Wait, that 53! Choose the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. When he hit!
On first down, Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. To try again after the sack. Brady eluding, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. This is taken around the 12. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of... Two out to the 27.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Brady going to throw. Caught by Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
45, Mike, 40 seconds. What's the curl? 45 the Mike. Hey, high 7.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
On the team, regular. Go. Regular.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun. They give to Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yep. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Motion. Hey, Wahoo!
Shotgun now for Brady. He hits White, complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Fight 51. Mike 51. I don't even know why this team showed. Get it.
First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. Caught by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Hey, 59, ready.
Now Ryan on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get up.
Now Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Check 31. 51, Tom. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Let's go, let's go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Strip the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Smooth. Let's set a tone. Jacket, reload.
Brady now to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Jacket, reload.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From midfield, here's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Orbit.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass. 51.
To throw is Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. And when he delivers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Here we go.
Slam, 21. Gun. Check.
Mike 51.
Now it's Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, 20. Check it, reload. No, check that.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White there to make the grab. And the Patriots, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. For those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Wait, 53.
Hey, pick your game up.
Now Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Brady on target to Edelman, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll throw with Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50. The 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels...
Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Brady going to throw here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And the ball is out. Burkhead lost it, and the Falcons grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. He was trying to go back to ATLien, and it's 3rd and short.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Brady. He's got Sanu. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to look.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
my addict, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Get the ball. Switch. Hatchet.
Hey, Ridley. 51, sub. Hey, Haywood.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
21, 58. Bud.
One last shot for Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
I came to win. Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support, ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. All the folks here in Atlanta, we're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, one more.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sponge. No. 21. Check.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to float this. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
22.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's our time.
Hey, Tuesday. Get up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run for this. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, Ingram. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Check 24, check 24.
Check. Wait.
On first down, Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Tuesday.
57.
Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. With it is Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson now. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Trying to improvise. Finding room at the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now Jackson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ingram, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ingram again, a first down carry. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 47 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Falcons 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 24, Jackson. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Again, Jackson, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now it's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, South.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Extra point attempt to follow here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Check 52's the mark. Record.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Third down, Mark Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends. And
that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
At the 47-yard line.
40. Let's go. Hey, here we go.
Hey, check.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
21.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 48.
39.
48.
Bravo.
Get ready. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now.
Now Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He's looking for Ridley again, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yo.
51. Space. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 48.
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
Fourth thing, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. Foot on the gas, I will not crash. Honey, I dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a
I need to talk to Stan, man. Let me call this man.
Yard or two shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
Mike 45. In your face.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Stop your body.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, Tuesday.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Freeman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check your hot read.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit, and this will be a 45-yard attempt. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. James has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Alert! Alert! Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Here we go. White. Check 4. 6-6. Pull it high.
Garoppolo again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Day able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Ryan to throw. Stocker's got it, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's coming. We got double up.
On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Big hold of the 30. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
21. Got it. Hey, Alpha.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, Blue 80. Back 25.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
20. Check.
Now it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
51, down. Get up.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 33 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Freeman again, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 73 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian as a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Yep, Atlanta football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. 61, matchbox right. 51, sound.
Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
22. You 21. Slam. Hey, high 7.
Now Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
22.
He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tyler Davison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go. Wait, 21. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Gold is good. And they have regained the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
21. Let's go,
Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream. Pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.